That was Subroto Roy of Sahara, but everything in this fixing battle is not as simple as it seems to be. It's not just the Delhi and the Mumbai police which are active. There's also a big political game that is taking place. Sources have told Headlines today that BCCI President N. Srinivasan is massively miffed with Sharad Pawar for fixing him. Sources say Srinivasan suspects the Mumbai police acted against Gurunath on Pawar's prodding. Remember, Pawar had played an important role in Srinivasan's rise to the top of the BCCI. So what made Srinivasan suspect Pawar? NCP controls the Maharashtra Home Ministry, which in turn controls the Mumbai police. The Srinivasan camp believes that without the Home Ministers, Nord cops wouldn't have moved against Guru and Bindu. Sources have told Headlines today Rajiv Shukla and Arun Jaitley spoke to Srinivasan today about the fallout of this episode. Srinivasan outrightly denied any role in Guru's dealings and was very reluctant to resign. So a compromise formula was suggested by Srinivasan, wherein Shivlal Yadav's name was suggested as a replacement for Srinivasan as an interim president. Srinivasan also claims he's innocent and wants his position back after the probe gets over. Should the Chennai Super Kings team be disbanded? What do we make of N. Srinivasan's bizarre attempt to try and disassociate himself from his own son-in-law? Joining us on the center stage face-off tonight, Chetan Chauhan. With us also Nikhil Chopra. We've got with us Shailendra Singh, one of the foremost voices in managing cricketing operations, representing the Congress party, a man who knows Rajiv Shukla and works with him very closely, Tehseen Poonawalla, to give us a perspective of the BJP, Shaina NC, because Mr. Arun Jaitley's role is also coming under the scanner. Former IPS officer Maxwell Pereira is with us on this broadcast. Shailendra Singh, Tehseen Poonawalla arguing that the BCCI is not to be blamed, that this has become a media trial and the police is selectively leaking and making Srinivasan out to be guilty. He mustn't be held guilty at this time. Do you believe there's any reason for Srinivasan to resign at this time, or can he hold on to his position?
Rahul, I just want to say something. Whenever we have a big scam or a controversy that actually has an impact on national interest, either it's history, politics or law that takes a center stage, and that is quite evident from this debate. The big issue that really worries me is that we're a nation of 1.3 billion people and we play one sport, and that sport is called religion in this country. And for God's sake, somebody built an institution called the BCCI that left 1,000 windows open. Not mosquitoes, but alligators have gotten. This is not fair to the fans, to the sponsors, to the broadcasters, to the media. All of us had faith that we were watching a true contest of sport. There's something called sporting spirit. Nations are known for it. This is ultimate crap. And all of us are indulging in this whole inquiry, police, law, politics. For God's sake, what about the people of this nation? Just 3-4 years ago, the middle class children of this country could dream that they can have a career in sports and make money. And we have shattered their dreams. We have shattered the only hope of sport.
Do you think Srinivasan should step down, Shailendra?
Whether he should step down or not, I personally believe that all of BCCI today is accountable to the whole nation. Mr. Srinivasan steps down. You yourself answered your own question. There'll be another person who steps in. Why is the constitution of BCCI so fragile? Why is it full of controversies and full of conflict? And they themselves conflict each other on a continuous basis. Look at IPL history.
It's not full of conflict.
This is not on.
Whatever amendments have been done have been done legally.
There is a prime minister. We have the youngest population in the world. Why isn't somebody taking the bull by its horn?
The police will do an inquiry. Is it fair, and I'll ask Shailendra, is it fair, and he's had history with the law, and I don't want to get personal, is it fair there's selective leaks until you're proven innocent? What if somebody were to hold Shailendra guilty?
No, I am not saying that anybody should be sacked.
The fact of the matter is legal jurisprudence, moral jurisprudence is you're innocent until proven guilty. It is the police that has to inquire. When the police are selectively, you have two police forces competing. Wait till the Chennai police gets in. Wait till the Kolkata police gets in. It's going to be one hell of a tamasha. Is that what is correct? What else would the BCCI do? As a brand manager, I'll ask you.
Mr. Lawyer, people have put their money in faith. Fans, the sponsors, millions, billions of dollars and rupees are involved in this.
Nobody is disputing that, and therefore the
don't treat it as a commodity for God's sake.
Anti-corruption unit. If that anti-corruption unit has not been able to trace down, there is the limitation.
The anti-corruption unit's been doing nothing.
Limitations that the anti-corruption unit has. You can now work backwards.
If you don't do your job and then talk about litigation,
you read the front page story today. The laws were changed to accommodate the bid. The laws were changed to accommodate the players.
One by one.
Gentlemen, get real. Get a real perspective in the debate, for God's sake, please.
Complete your argument, Shailendra.
Shailendra, can you answer me? Who will investigate?
I completely honor the law for sure. There is just no discussion. And I am hoping that the law will actually get out the truth for sure, done and dusted. I'm asking a simple question that we as people, this is the non-profit organization BCCI, we had faith that we had left this sport, the only sport we play, in the hands of thorough professionals and people who believed and loved this sport. They've destroyed it. Game, set, match. The whole world is watching this debate tonight. And it's embarrassing to be an Indian and go and answer the whole world that why we are full of scams, and every time there's a scam.
Do you buy Srinivasan's argument, Shailendra, that he has nothing to do with his son-in-law? How can he put out such farcical comments, and how can he expect the people of India to believe it?
Rahul, I just have one point. Nations and big organizations are built with leaders who believe in a top-down policy. My question to Nikhil, Mr. Chetan Chavan, and of course our eminent lawyer who took a personal dig at me, which was terrible, but never mind. My question is that how come we have a president of a board who holds the post of being the president, who happens to own an IPL team, which he bent the law to do. He also happens to be the sponsor of that team. He also has employed the captain of the Indian cricket team on his board. Now, hang on. This obviously wasn't part of the constitution of BCCI. It was amended in a due course. It was in the front pages of every paper.
Absolutely.
What my question is, the cops are doing their job. I know that, and they should do their job. The law will take its course for sure. Why do we believe and accept such organizations and such rules are broken consistently, and we are okay with it? We are only bringing it up today because the match fixing is
conflict of interest right from the first day. You cannot be board president, run a team and play such an influential role in determining who gets punished and who doesn't.